travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well then, welcome back everybody. Wow, it has been over a month since our last session. I'm going to have a very quick recap for those of you who have got your notes with you. So,
Thank you very much.
our party, fortunes favoured, have travelled from far and wide to reach Chult, the jungle land, with the Lady Sindra Sylvain as their employer, to find a cure for the curse that is slowly consuming anyone who has previously been raised from the dead, and currently prevents any such measures. For near on 60 days, our party have trekked across the Chultan jungles, encountering various interesting people, monsters, and relics of an age past, only to return to Port Nyanzaru with the location of the ancient lost city of Omu, once proud capital of Chult, an ancestral home to Queen Waxanare. The place where they believe the curse resides, powered by an ancient artifact they've come to know as the Soulmonger. In our last session, our party spent their hard-earned gold stocking up on items ready for their return to Omu. With bags packed, items stowed, they headed to the Golden Throne, the bright early morning speckled with drizzle as the five made their way across the bridge to the throne building. Venturing through, you now stand in the room at the back of the building in the front of the tree. Let's just change to the right map. Okay. To you.
Is everyone ready?
As ready as can be, I
This is
suppose.
all the incarcerations of our characters. I was worried for a second. When did I have 51 HP? That's a long time ago.
Well,
Well,
what are you waiting for? Touch your stupid tree.
All right. Go through the tree.
All right. Valrus, I need you to roll a wisdom check for me, please. As you reach your hand out and slowly place your hand on the tree, concentrating. You split your mind in two, as all of a sudden the force from your mind melds with that of the tree, and ever so briefly a rift begins to open and widen. And in your mind, you envision two locations, recognizing the first as Kir Sabal, and the second as Omu. And the third pops into your mind, the faraway cavern where you spent half of your time as a hermit, my bad.
Much shorter back then.
that's the backstory I needed.
Yep.
Which of the trees do you focus on?
We're going back to Omo, aren't we? So that one.
I will only point out one thing because he's forgotten his notes. Vargo did mention last time he needs to make a stop at Kir Sabal.
I mean, it's for taking a pair of glasses, I believe, and the thing with the ring and the child, if I remember correctly.
You do remember correctly, yes.
If you guys don't mind.
Let's hope you're not overly thirsty while you're there.
All right. Here's the ball it is.
Alright. Concentrating on the tree with Kir Sabal, you feel the rift on the other side begin to open up. The garden that you're used to. A familiar sight. The tree in the middle. In a small 20-foot circumference area nestled on the cliffside begins to open up. And as it does, the tree begins to split and the portal begins to form. You look up and you can see clearly the bright sun glancing off the rock face of that is Kir Sabal beckons to you. The garden is in front. Everyone else, you notice the portal opening and you recognize Kir Sabal.
If I remember correctly, the promise of Waxanaris' child was done to all of us, not only me. Yeah. Yeah, brother, sorry.
Yeah.
If you guys want, you can. I can take care of the blacksmith by myself. You can go with the child.
You're all still standing in the Golden Palace, by the way, the Golden Throne. Do you step through?
Go through. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who goes first?
Well,
Oh.
I'd be first, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Thalris, as you begin to move forward, you realize your job is to hold the portal open at the
Oh,
last
okay.
second. You don't step through as Yelena steps forward and almost elbows you out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because of course she does.
Amateurs. As she steps past you and elbows away in front. Alright. Yelena makes her way through. Does everyone else go in?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
go.
I'll
I step
follow.
through.
Yeah.
Following.
Okay. Stepping through into the bathing sunlight, the airy, windy, lofty heights of that is Kir Sabal, you step into the garden and you look around in the bright morning sunshine. Aarakocra are coming and going as they do without having noticed that you step through. There is none about where you are. It seems quiet and peaceful and slightly cloudy just above you, seeing as how high you are. There is a bit of a chill in the air this morning in Kir Sabal as you take in your surroundings. And then one of the flying Aarakocra notice you as he's heading towards the barracks, lets out a large caw and does a small swan dive straight down towards you to survey who is stepping through. And at about 20 feet...
Is it Duffer?
You do not recognize this one. It looks like you've seen a lot of the Aarakocra, but you don't know them by name. You know he's outfitted as one of the soldiers. Potentially one of a sentry or a scout. And as he recognizes you, he stops his dive and he pulls up and he gives 2 beats of his wings and he heads straight towards the monastery. And as he does, he looks down and gives a little salute. His little winged hand to his head and points his head upwards and gives another flap of his wings and bolts off. Fargo, you take the lead. I take it you're going to go to the blacksmith?
Yeah, it's right. It's sitting right here.
Yeah. As Valrus, you slowly step through, and once you do, as soon as you step through to the other side, you break your concentration, and the tree closes. The portal in the tree, my bad.
Very good.
Are you okay, Dustin?
I just reminded myself that I will have to cleanse myself before I see the queen and her Aarakocra boy.
Well, I think the gold dust looks great on you, actually, if that helps.
Dustin raises his head, like eating it up. It's the vanity of just his almost his entire sort of body just switches into a pose. Like, yes, thank you.
Always glad to help.
So where is
Do any of you have any more business here in Kir Sabal? Or is it just...
No.
Alright, then I will take matters quickly. Let's go.
Beyond finding the little prince, I don't think anything else really is a priority.
For some reason, I cannot move with my arrow geese. But that's fine.
Neither can I for some reason.
I didn't realize you could use the arrow keys to move before.
Well, you kind of do.
Usually, if I press my token, I can use the arrow keys to move.
Okay,
But
cool.
I don't know. I cannot do it now for some reason.
And not the non-pad either, so it's not because they changed it to that.
Okay, so Vargo's gonna head off to the blacksmith. It looks like Dustin is gonna head with him.
Dustin, I mean, he's still very much against leaving the spellcasters on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And Galeno's with the other guy, so it's fine.
Okay. So the two of you
It's
head
also
off.
a spellcaster.
Head off to the blacksmith.
Well, she is, but he's not a full spellcaster. And Dustin considers her still a paladin, not a spellcaster, so...
For now. Soon I'll be flinging fireballs. One day.
One day.
One day.
Right.
I guess we'll move this start moving towards the temple, I guess.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, DM. Did we have to do some kind of death leap from here to there?
No,
That's right.
That connects. There's just the two climbing walls, the gaps that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you've been through here so many times now that you understand the hang of it.
Alright.
Yeah. So, Dustin and Vargo, you head off toward the blacksmith. The door is ajar, and you can hear all manners of like clattering items, banging of bits and pieces coming from inside as you reach the ajar door of the blacksmith.
I enter in if the door is open.
It is indeed so. Placing a hand on the door, you push it inside and the door swings open, and there inside is a familiar sight of a very burly Aarakocra quiff. He's bent over, busy tinkering with something on his counter. His little hawk-style familiar made out of brass metal sitting on his shoulder. He looks up. Ah! Quiff is pleased to see you, yes. Welcome. It has been many days since Quiff has last seen you. However, your item has been ready for many moon. Come.
Oh, I
How
could
have you
have
been?
been great, actually. As I'm surprised you remember us.
This makes Quiff happy.
How things have been in Kir Sabal? Any news?
Yes, Quiff has seen many good things from Kir Sabal. Quiff has even helped restock, retrain, rearm. We are stronger than
Mm-hmm.
ever. We have not had
Glad
an
to hear that.
incident for at least a week. This makes Quiff happy.
Incident? You mean like what?
Well, Quiff, of course, is talking about the Arakocra that invaded not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
We get frequent
Oh,
invasions here sometimes from the gargoyles. But Quiff thinks you know this, for you did arrive shortly thereafter to assist.
oh yeah, I completely remember that.
Indeed,
Anyways,
Quiff does not need a notebook to remember these things.
very impressive.
So, Quiff has something for you. And he turns around
Oh,
and
show me.
grabs a little box as he opens it up and unfolds a cloth. And there inside you see a pair of spectacles. Dark black, round rimmed glasses. Exactly as described. Small brass hinges, little hooks around for the backs of your ears, and it comes with a protective box. These are one of Quiff's finest. Yes, Quiff has made you the vision lenses you have asked for. Please,
Oh, Quiff, thank you very much.
you are most welcome, friend.
I I will take them and use a spell slot to cast Identify spell on them.
Mm-hmm. That's an action, yes?
Yes.
Almost immediately you realize that these are definitely alteration magic, and indeed, as you look them over, you can see that they will grant the wearer dark vision when worn up out to 60 feet.
Nice. Ah, Quiff, I know it's only been 3 weeks, but weirdly it feels like a year in another timeline. Uh, I thank you very much. If there is something I can do for you, uh, I'm here for it.
This is good to know. Quiff always needs a friend. Yes,
Hmm.
Quiff will let you know if Quiff needs anything. In saying that, Quiff may have a list of ingredients of certain items that he might require an acquisition of, depending on where your adventures might lead.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
What do you have in mind?
Well,
My my party and I are keen to these secondary missions. We you could tell.
indeed, Quiff is looking for the blood of an aboleth.
Easy, easy. Oh my!
And Aboleth.
Wow.
And
Do I know
Justin
what
sort of
that is?
crosses his arms and leans in the doorway. He has no idea what that is, but
Yeah, that's a good question. The end. Does Bargo has? I mean, I do, but does Bargo know what an apple is?
Well, I mean, Vargo's got a book in his possession that he could take some time to have a look in.
Yeah, but Bolos doesn't. Well, I don't know actually if he has it. Not. Okay, I will make a note.
I mean, if he wrote about Aboleths, like holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, the first one is very easy. Sure. What else? The Horn of Atarask, maybe.
Why don't you roll? I mean, you can roll off the book anyway to see,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
such
Ooh,
legendary.
16. Not bad.
Okay. You've definitely heard something about Aboleth. These are legendary creatures, creatures of myth. Um,
Hmm.
almost famed. Yeah, what you do know is that it is a large aberration, absolutely devastating when come across in its lair. It can swim and breathe underwater. It has telepathy and devastating when encountered underwater. Particularly, you have heard, whilst it cannot see 100%, it uses its telepathy to drain or infuse psychosis into its victims.
I tell all of that to test it.
Dusted doesn't look entirely delighted by the prospect of being eaten like that. But yeah, all right, blood from that.
Yes, or Quiff might be going out of his way to ask this, but nonetheless, you know what they say. Quiff always agrees. If you ask, you won't receive. Eye stalks from a beholder. Quiff would be most interested in receiving some of these. Yes, in particular for a wand he is trying to craft.
Sure. Yeah. I love it.
This pleases Quiff. Quiff is happy.
Anything else, Quiff?
Wow.
Beak of a kraken, maybe.
Tears of a mermaid. Quiff will have to think about this. Quiff does not want to give you a list too long, mind you. However, the horn of a blue dragon would come in very handy. But for
It's funny
this...
that sounds the less scary.
But for this, Quiff realizes you may have to travel far and wide. However, if you could bring Quiff the corpse of the dragon turtle in the Bay of Chult, Quiff would be mighty pleased.
It's not so much about how we killed the thing in the first place. It's how can we carry that? I mean, the engineering required to do that is. Anyways, all right, yeah, sure, easy.
Quiff has a solution. You just tell Quiff if you have seen him and you intend to bring him the corpse. Quiff will make a plan.
Are you interested in ending the death curse? You seem to be very capable yourself. We might have a space for you in our particular group.
Quiff quite likes the tinkering of magical items to the... How shall Quiff say? Trying to solve the problems of mankind. Quiff is not afflicted with the curse. Yes. Quiff is not foolish to be, slaughtered in battle.
I got you on that. We are. Anyways, Quiff, thank you so much. I will take those requests to the rest of my party. I'm sure they will be as eager of doing them as I am.
Excellent. And Quiff will hopefully see you soon. Always a pleasure. Quiff likes to be happy. You have made Quiff's day.
Well, let's go.
Dustin waits for Marco to pass him, and then nods at Quiff and heads out as well.
When we are at a safe distance from the blacksmith, Marco just lets out a big sigh, like, "Wow, that was something." Oh my god, our cookers are crazy. What do you even do with the corpse of a dragon sea turtle?
Dustin thinks of that for a moment and then shrugs and says, "Build a house."
A boat? A house will be very, very interesting. Yeah.
Or I suppose you could make an underwater machine out of it.
Tell me
I
more
mean,
about this underwater
if the
machine.
shell is designed to hold water out of the body of the sea turtle, I suppose it could do for a sort of house under the water.
Ah, I did not think of that. That's it. You have a keen mind. Have anybody told you that before?
No, no. Oddly enough, no. Dustin just has a lot of sort of like imagination, vivid imagination.
Anyways, let's get meet the others. We have to take the bath before we see Waxanari and the other and the rest.
Mm-hmm. So the rest of you, sorry, you guys then catch up as the rest of the party reach the cleansing chamber. Lunan and Yalena and Velris. In the meantime, you've made your way across the high-rise bridges. Some of the Aarakocra from above the barracks peer down and almost wave their feathers and caw in greeting to you as you pass their domicile.
Yolanda will just wave quietly and continue walking.
All right.
Oh.
You make your way across the gap, past the barracks, past the other dwelling, towards the cleansing chamber. And as you are entering, you hear a little bit of a scuffle from inside. And by scuffle, I mean like fast movement. Someone rushing down the ladder. And as soon as you get to the door in the archway, it opens just in time for you to arrive. And beyond is a female Aarakocra who looks much like a swan. Very long neck, she's dressed in a white gown, and she's carrying white robes in her hands. And she almost gives a short little bow as her long neck cradles over and bends in reverence to you, and then bids you to use the facilities and puts down the gowns on one of the small tables for you to change into, as she then steps aside and climbs back up the ladder to the cleansing chamber, almost relieved that she managed to make it there before you got there.
She'll just yell upwards, "Thank you!" And then she'll start getting ready.
Yeah, I follow suit.
All right. Lunan, you too?
Yep.
All right, so as you are about finishing up your cleansing scrub and salt drying, Dusted and Vargo enter the doors just as you're complete in your white robes and gowns.
You weren't too long. Everything go okay?
I mean, I got us more jobs to do in case we needed more.
Oh, that sounds good.
No, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
Ah, ah, I will tell you on the camp tonight. I'm just processing it myself.
Uh, all right. Continue scrubbing.
Okay. Well, you finished,
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
but you can leave him and head up if you
Yeah.
want. Wow. And leave Dusted and Vargo to follow you. Okay. So, you head upstairs, and Yelena, you notice the same swan-like Aarakocra is sitting upstairs waiting for you. Standing by the door, almost eagerly anticipating the arrival of the entire party, trying to keep you there so that you can all come through at once. Almost as if she's maybe trying to buy a little bit of time for whoever in the monastery is going to be meeting you. You happy to wait?
I think we wait, yeah.
Okay. So, you wait for the entire party. All of you in the cleansing chamber in the upper floors, and when she sees all of you are all together, she bows her head and opens the door and inclines her beak forward as if to say, please, make your way upwards towards the monastery. The path is clear.
Nod and follow the path up.
All right.
Mhm.
You make your way out the cleansing chamber, up the stairs, and across the ramparts or the walkway towards the door. In fact, as you reach the monastery, you notice Teacher. The door is open, and there is a very small breakfast laid out on the table. Seated at the table is Waxanare and Ponti. As Teacher sees you coming, she rises and comes to meet you on the front door. Ah, welcome. Our friends. Please, we have quickly put some refreshment together for you. It is good to see you. And she beckons for you to take a seat around the table.
It is good to meet with all of you again as well. And
Yeah,
start to sit.
good to see you, Bunty.
Where's everyone else? So, all right. Oh, I do say yes. It has been rather some time, hasn't it? What? Oh. Ponty looks slightly flustered as you look at him. He looks different. Almost, dare I say, a little bit more muscly. Gone are his priestly robes. He now has changed for that of like a white monk's outfit, sleeveless at the top, down to knee length, with a very simple red rope tied around his waist. And you can almost see the definition in his arms as if he's been working out or something. His complexion is much better. He doesn't look so reserved. And he stands and nods and looks each of you in your eyes. And he smiles warmly. Yes, oh, I do say, it is so good to see you, my friends. Please, um, join us, why don't you? Tell us, how is everything? And next to him, Waxanari is almost quiet. She looks up at all of you and across the table at Vargo and very briefly makes eye contact with you, Vargo, before passing on to look at the rest of the group and nodding at each of you individually. But she doesn't say anything.
I take a cup of tea. Well, how was everything?
Well, yes, by all means. Please, Vargo. Oh, I do say, tell me. How has your journey been?
I look at the
We-
party like, do we
We
want
had
to
a
tell
lot of
him?
pirates to shout.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
Not sure if those details are important, but yes.
It is pretty important.
Uh, if you say so.
I think so.
We've been busy.
Oh, I do say. Go on.
We killed a dragon. That was quite fun.
What was it? Copal Mountains? I don't remember
Oh, I can't remember names.
names.
Names, faces.
We met a god. Nothing serious.
Oh yes, we did.
You have cleansed the temple of Adria Fenea, I think it's called. You'll forgive my pronunciation.
Discovered an open rift to another realm that I think is being, I don't know, utilized for entry into ours.
At the mention of the name Adri Fenya, the teacher touches a hand to her heart and her forehead and bows her head with her eyes closed. And then her eyes are almost burning with intensity to take in every detail as you continue your tale. What else do you tell them?
I mean,
The lady,
if she. Mhm.
the lady offered us tea and has been gracious enough to offer us insight, each of us individually. Dusted looks
Mhm.
positively thrilled to recount that, as in not at all.
Mm-hmm. To have shared from the same cup as our goddess is truly a blessing. Where did you meet with our goddess?
Um, in a clearing. Actually, if we take up the map, I believe we can show her the place.
It was a temple near Omu, wasn't it? One of her glades.
Do you want me to
Mhm.
switch to the Chult map? I will. I shall.
Yeah.
It is actually marked on your map now
As Lost Nest,
as the
I
Lost
think.
Nest. So,
Yeah.
do you divulge the location to her?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you fold it so she cannot see the big dot that says Omu, but there you go.
But
Oh my god, I believe at this point. I mean, we're already
Everybody knows, yeah.
there.
I mean, they were the ones that actually told you roughly where Omu was anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I mean, to clear, we can just draw a interrogation next to Amu. Like, we think it might be here. We are not sure.
okay. What else are you going to recount or discuss?
Who who actually was able to look into the portal and see the demon monster?
I believe it was Barris.
Possibly.
I mean, Dustin just went up to it when it was nearly closed and tried to
Mhm.
cut through it, which didn't really work.
Hmm. It wasn't me, I can tell you that much.
It was Valrus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I would tell her about that
You are.
as well. The temple also held the rift, or the nest had the rift near it, and several Arakocra trying to, suppose summon something from it. A two-headed Arakocra. Not really sure what or who it was.
She looks at you, Valrus, and seeing as you're sitting near her on the table, one of her winged arms reaches across and puts a hand on hers. And who or what was summoning this beast?
It was an aristocrat that looked alive, not like the others. A summoner of some kind.
Wait, can... And she's almost struggling within herself as she takes a deep breath. Can you describe this Arakocra?
It had some kind of undersighting with it. I mean, I don't remember the Bargo probably will.
Alright. Roll, give me an intelligence check then.
Sure. In theory, I'm good with those. Let's see. Hey, I am good with
Oh,
those.
natural 20.
Very nice.
Okay. You read between the lines here when she's asking you to describe it. Arakocra see themselves. Obviously, they're various different species of bird. She's
Mhm.
looking for distinct features, distinct plan. You know, the shape and curvature of its beak, the color of its plumage, the shape of its head, what sort of bird family it would fall under. In this case, the Arakocra that you saw, you remember, was almost raven-like, with the beak of an eagle. So a bird of prey, but at the same time, the black plumage of a raven. And you mention that to her, and you can almost see her she takes a breath and pauses. And what became of this Arakocra?
I'm afraid we took him down.
Did you say you took him down?
That's what happened, didn't it? Or am I mistaken?
I think everybody died.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So, you did not take him down through the rift. You disposed of him. You killed him.
Yes, the
Yes.
rift is partially closed now.
What I will divulge to you is not known to many. For that Arakocra was my betrothed.
Oh,
We once had a great love, but he was taken in by otherworldly forces. For every good, there is evil. And whilst our goddess Edrifenia is a goddess of good, there too is an Aarakocra god of evil. My betrothed was under the illusion that Aarakocra should once again rule the skies of Chult and be kings of this land. And as such, his life was dedicated to bringing forth this god onto this plane. That you have disposed of him or killed him saddens and gladdens my heart at once. To have lost someone whom I have grown with, but then drifted apart, is bittersweet for me. But for our people, this is a joyous occasion. The rift that you speak of, I can only assume, was powered by a device that my betrothed had convinced Quiff to artifice. It must have powered the rift from this side and thence. Did you come across any such device on his person? Where is his body?
um,
We did find something from him, but I don't remember what. Now I'm talking out of character.
Yeah. Yeah, you basically hit him with a ray of holy. You rolled a nat 20 on your attack roll.
a guiding bolt, yeah.
Guiding bolt, and
What
he literally.
was the necklace of prayer beads his? I don't remember.
That wasn't on his person, but everything that wasn't magical disintegrated in that guiding bolt. It was
Mhm.
only the free action ring, I believe, that survived.
Oh, well, Dusted is wearing that, so he can probably take it off and show it to her.
And she looks at it. Yes, that was indeed the ring I gave to my betrothed, a ring of promise.
Oh my god.
You have done us a service. Pray that none of these Aarakocra exist to bring forth one of the old gods. For he would rain destruction on this continent, and we would lose many. Thank you. But please hold on to that keepsake as a token of my thanks. And then she bends her head and lifts her winged arm up to wipe one single tear from her cheek that rolls down. So, we too have some news, and I understand it is thanks to you that Waxinari's little brother Na has become one of us, Aarakocra. And she looks.
Yes, the goddess gave us this gift for dealing with the site.
And she looks to Waxenari. And everyone roll a perception check for me, please. Lunan.
Another nat
Nice.
20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Vargo, you don't pick up on it, and Yelena, you don't pick up on it. But Valrus Dusted, you immediately notice when her name is said that Ponty looks over at her, and there is a softening in his face as he does, and she looks up, and she looks a little bit nervous. But with the 17, you're not 100% sure why. Something seems a little bit off about her. Lunan, with that 28, you notice the muscles in Ponty's shoulder twitch. In particular, just the rear deltoid and the front deltoid, which leads you to believe that his fingers and his thumb have closed. And immediately when that happens, Waxenari's eyes sort of open and she looks up and her demeanor shifts from a little bit nervous to that business-like queen that you've seen in the past. And it's a very subtle exchange between the two of them that makes you almost pause, especially sitting where you're sitting, but with your high perception, you then lean over and you can see Ponty's got a hand on her leg. And at this, she stands up, looks all of you one by one over, nods, and then looks to you, Vargo. Vargo, my brother Na made you a promise, and I intend to keep it. And she hands over a small white envelope, and you can see that there's something inside there, and she puts it on the table and slowly runs it across to you. This Vargo is the ring of Omu. It is the royal signet of our house, bestowed from king to king, queen to queen. In upholding Na's wishes, I now bequeath this to you. I thank you for all of your support, Vargo. You have been an inspiration and a true leader for our people. But
Before, go ahead.
But Vargo, I feel as a future leader of my people, some of your personality traits are too aloof and not serious enough for the leadership of a country, let alone the entire world. I am sorry, Vargo, but I must break off our engagement for one who is worthy of a queen. And then she turns and puts a hand on Ponty's shoulder, which is why I have chosen Ponty as my king in waiting. With the support of Baldur's Gate that Pontificus family brings, we shall have unbridled access to the improvement of life across the continents. Vargo, I'm truly am sorry. And I really do hope that your heart will not be shattered and that you will continue to go on and do that which makes you happy.
We will make sure to get him through these tough times.
Two single
Roll.
tears start dropping from Fargo's cheeks.
Roll deception for me, please, Vargo. And Dusted, roll insight for me, please.
Can I guide myself? Nah. Let's see what happens. 10.
Okay. Vargo, you make a very poor show of trying to fake cry.
No. I'm crying from happiness. But I'm crying for real.
And
Did-
Dustin takes a look at you and then almost bursts into laughter next to you before he too fake cries next to you and mimics the sound that you're making. No. But to unite our peoples, I shall, Vargo, uphold our deal and our bargain for this gold chalice of Chikagari.
Does that mean that we're not going to talk anymore? By magical means. By magical means, I mean.
She just said she was going to uphold the bargain, so that includes that.
Oh, please don't. It's not. I mean. Oh.
You
Well.
never were a good listener, Vargo. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
And then
I think it's some of this aloofness that you spoke about coming out right now.
to which Ponty stands up. Oh, Vargo, my dear chap, I truly am sorry. I did not mean for it to go this way.
No, Ponty. I mean,
I truly hope you
it's
understand.
obviously that this was going to happen. I mean, a man such as you, it was only a matter of time. I trust that you will take care of Waxanare, keep her company, and be the center of her talks, and all of that.
I am, of course, the center of her universe. I have
Nice.
found my gusto. Oh, Vargo, I'm so happy that you are happy. And
You have no idea, friend. Come on here, give me a hug. And I hug him really hard, and I whisper to his ear, "Don't let her go, please."
And he whispers back to you, "The best man won." And he pats you on the back, and you can almost feel the strength in his pat. He's no longer like a shy introvert. He's almost found there's something that has changed inside him, and he's found some sort of an inner strength.
My God, Ponty, you put some levels of power into you, didn't you?
Well, they do say throwing yourself into training makes the spirit clear. I have cleansed my spirit and found my center. And she is right here. And with that, she turns to Ponty and looks at him in his eyes and grabs his two hands, and they look at each other and... Yes. Well. So the rest of you can see what we have been dealing with for the last few weeks.
So I take it that you haven't gone and freed Osaka yet?
Oh, oh! I nearly forgot. Oh dear me. Oh, I should have come out and said that in the beginning. Oh well. Indeed. Yes. For it was when I came back from visiting Dangalore and freeing Izaka that Waxenari was in my debt, and well, you know how these things go. But yes, Izaka is currently on her way back to Port Nyanzaru.
That's good to hear.
She is alive and well.
I gave him a hug as well.
Okay. Ponty.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm delighted, my friends, that we have been able to speak truth here today. It is really uplifting. So, chaps, where to next for you?
Back into the jungle. Continue our
Omu.
quest.
Dustin is just deadpan gonna say Omo as blunt as you can.
Oh, Omu. Right. Well, of course, please. Should you need to restock, Quiff will gladly take care of your needs. I understand, Vargo, that he has serviced a desire of yours.
He did. Yeah.
This is
Honestly, I don't know why you don't send him to Omo as well. He seems like a pretty capable Arcocra.
yes, Quiff has many uses. The heart of a battle for a tinkerer is not the place for him to be, and Quiff has a penance to pay.
A penance?
I want to know everything about this guy. Yeah. What did he do?
The aforementioned rift that you encountered.
Yeah. Oh, it's that. Okay.
He is the person who fashioned the summoning the rift
Yeah.
opening device for her ex-lover.
Hmm. And that's the only bad thing he did.
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Well, how long would you choose to punish someone for giving somebody the keys to allowing the archenemy of our goddess into this world?
Will you take care of telling him that we took care of that matter? Maybe that will make the man sleep better night.
Indeed, I shall inform Quiff of this, and Quiff would be pleased to hear of it. He is at heart a jovial person. A jovial bird.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you
Again,
again. Yeah.
yes. Vargo, it is always a pleasure to entertain friends of Kir Sabal. You are most welcome here. I'm leaving out a lot of the cooing from her speech.
Yeah.
Because
Fair.
I mean, it makes sense. The longer she spends talking to non-Arakokra, the longer he forgets to do that. I take the ring of Omu. What does it look like?
Hold on. Can I send it to the log? Where is the log? I've got a picture of it. Bear with me, caller. The royal ring.
Pato is like a level 14 monk and cleric now.
Who, Ponty?
Yeah.
So,
I think he had like 7 levels of.
He had 5 levels last time we traveled with him for good, I think. And then
No, we had 5, and he was higher than me.
yeah, but he was 1 level higher, not much.
I think he had level 4 spell, so he must have been level 7.
Oh, that might be true. Yeah.
So Vargo, you have a look at the ring. It is a dark wood ring which has an amber jewel growing out of it, and as you look at it within the jewel, you can see a familiar visage, a familiar sight. The building, the royal palace in Omu that you saw from a distance. The ring itself is mainly made of wood, but it does look to be and feel almost as hard as stone.
If you don't mind, I will cast Identify again with that spell slot.
No, I don't mind.
Oh no, I tell to the people at the table.
Oh.
One not,
Oops. Anyone have any objections?
None.
There you go.
Objection to what?
Vargo, I've sent you the description.
Thank you so much.
And immediately, I'm also going to send you one little addendum.
Oh my god, so pretty. This is going to take a little while, guys. Go ahead.
Right, well then, while he's reading the description, the rest of you, is there anything you need to discuss with anyone at the table?
Believe so.
I don't think so either. As far as I can remember.
My god.
I've forgotten everything about this campaign almost.
I'm gonna go with a no. I think we only came here for those 2 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably it then.
All right. So whilst you're then making idle talk and chit chat, the conversation leads to the rebuild of Kir Sabal after the attack. Ponty mentions how he has been spending a lot of time training with Teacher, learning the ways of the open fist. And he actually then pops up one of his arms over the table and shows you his biceps, you know, check out these swans. They look like little potatoes on his arms, being as scrawny and skinny as he is, but Waxinara seems to be entertaining him and enjoying his humor in a way, and the two of them genuinely do seem to be getting on quite well as a couple. Especially with the weight of going behind Vargo's back now off their shoulders, they're almost quite open, smiling and looking at each other. Teacher, on the other hand, you can kind of see there's a bit of frustration with her, as she says, you know, distractions are unwanted when it comes to training. But the breakfast itself is some breads, some cheeses, some crispy meats, and some vegetables. 1 or 2 eggs, which are around, and of course, freshly squeezed fruit juices. Very refreshing. It isn't long after the teacher decides that she's going to excuse herself, to which Waxanare also goes with her. And you are left with Ponty sitting at the table, whilst the other two disappear back into the monastery. So, a little bit of adventure on the cards for you, eh? What?
A little bit. What do you mean?
Well, I have heard some of the stories from Omu. Is it as desolate as they say? How long have you spent in there?
Well, we only went for,
About an hour,
yes.
maybe 2.
And it is quite desolate indeed. Not that it's empty of all life, but dangerous.
Indeed. Pray tell, did you see any of the gargoyles?
Ah, yes, I believe we did. On several houses just parched up. There were... we saw veggie pygmies as well?
Yep.
Yeah, and some frog race.
Wrong.
Grog, yeah.
And one of them was sacrificed into a pit of lava
Oh.
before we left.
Oh my. Oh dear. Well, you don't see that in the city now, do you?
No, you don't. An interesting place, but truth be told, we didn't really stick around for long enough to well, find anything of particular interest yet.
Well, you know, if you need any help, you know, we are here. By all means. If you need a healer, feel free to come back.
That is a convenient way for now.
Marvelous. I must admit, though, I was very pleased that you brought back a cure for Azaka, and she too was delighted and will be looking out for you in Port Nyanzaru to give you her thanks in person. Yes.
Yes, well, it was quite a shame hearing that she had already left. I almost thought we might have a chance to speak with her.
Well, Azaka, I believe, was really desperate to get back to civilization and family. I mean, one can only imagine how it must have felt as a statue of stone in the middle of a jungle, birds pooping on you.
Does one feel anything at all when in stone?
The Arakocra poop on her?
If you remember from visiting Nangalore, it was like a tropical bird paradise.
Oh boy.
The bird's new favorite.
A fate worse than death.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm sure she'll be delighted to meet with you.
She left alone?
Oh, yes. Well, you know Azaka.
Suppose she is an expert of the jungle after all.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, she spent one night with us and was off before the sunrise. Oh, good old Azaka. Yeah. So, how is the travel treating you, Varus? Coping?
Barely. It's not accustomed to this climate, even though we've been here for quite some time now. It's tiring, but perhaps not as bad as when I had to study with the teacher.
Mm.
You seem to be doing quite well, though.
Well, I have decided to pursue the way of the monks. Learn from them, and I feel it has been doing quite well, you know. Yeah, building my confidence and all, and, well, of course, then, there's the relationship with Waxinare. I mean, who couldn't say no to such an impressive woman and, you know, take on the responsibility of bettering a country with her?
A fool. Only a fool will do that.
Indeed. But some of us are pursued by more than just helping others. I believe, Vargo, that is your true calling.
It must be, yeah.
And he smiles at you and looks pleasantly happy.
Very good. I'm glad everything's gone quite smoothly here, but we shouldn't stick around for too long.
I'd be happy to escort you back to the tree if you're all stocked up, or introduce you to Quiff again. He
Oh,
does like
right.
to chat, he does.
About that, what was that? His missions, you said? You weren't pleased with what he had to offer? Argo.
Yeah. It was, and while he talks, Vargo seems like pretty focused on the ring. It was a good product, the one that he delivered. Pretty interesting man, by the way.
Arakokra.
Arakokra, yeah.
Indeed.
So what did he want from us? What is it that we're gonna be
The
doing?
dragon turtle's shell. Or its
Among
corpse.
other things.
Dustin, that's the only thing that Dustin can probably, because when he tries to describe the other creatures, he will say ababoleth or something weird. It's definitely not the word of the creature that that Quiff was asking for, because he cannot get his head around it.
Mhm.
Oh, well, Perhaps it is good that he is stuck here and not trying to save Omu.
I mean, to be fair,
What does he need all of this for?
that's why he's an interest in. I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
I think it would be good to find out, you know?
I mean, okay, but first off, what would we... How would we even deal with any of these? And...
We dive underwater and we go kill the turtle dragon in its sleep. Maybe we
Yeah,
feed it poisoned gold. Mm.
And
Oh my-
then
my God.
what about the rest of it? You know, you still have to drag it halfway across the...
Just get a boat and tie ropes around it.
You know, Yarlana, with you on our team, I am surprised this death curse is still
You
around.
know,
Well, I can't
Yarlana,
really hack the death curse with my sword, can I?
when you say it, I almost believe we can do it. We can do that. Actually.
You know, with strong enough poison, I think we could.
Perhaps we'll give it a try next time we end up at the port.
Or maybe some kind of like timed explosive. You have a not piece of dynamite with a very long string.
Huh.
Does dynamite exist in D&D? I forget.
Did he offer anything in return?
He suggested that something was going to be given in exchange for the things he asked. Yeah, he didn't give specifics. Oh boy.
We can certainly keep these on our radar, I suppose.
I mean, if that sea turtle, dragon sea turtle, is dealt with, that will certainly be a huge improvement for Port Saru's economy. I recall.
Well, that is the thing. I fear they'd be more capable of dealing with the situation than we are, and yet the turtle is still there.
I mean, we just dealt with the red dragon. We are practically gods. I believe we can deal with it.
You are correct. We already did deal with one dragon, I suppose. What's another one? Just under the sea and all.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If anyone dies on this little adventure, we should still be able to bring them back. So, presumably, it would be better to deal with the death curse first.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree.
Oh my god. Anyway, guys, this rain, it's a little bit much. Just gonna say that right away. Are you guys interested in knowing what it does?
Go ahead.
Oh boy. First off, I'm gonna post it on the Discord because my god. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's that kind of dangerous. Okay.
Discord doesn't let me send.
It's so big.
This is a stupid. Well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to post it in several parts.
I'll just put the link in the
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, thank you very much, Stefan.
in the treasure vault,
And
and you can click on the ring.
I don't know who's gonna wear it, but I suggest that it's Jarlena, Barris, or myself. Sorry, Dusted. You won't be so benefit things of this ring.
Do you want me to summarize it?
Oh dear, this is interesting. Yeah, this is not for me. You're completely correct.
Mm.
I think this would be better in the hands of a full caster than Yarlana.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I will say that maybe Barbaries will benefit more because of the bound closure aspect of the ring.
The
True,
spell
but then
starring
again-
is really cool.
Mm. Wow.
But my god, Stefan.
Wow.
This one's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It does require an attunement slot.
I mean, right.
that serves right. Yeah, that sounds right.
If it didn't, then we will have a problem in our hands.
So you
How
get
many attunement slots you got left? How many attunement slots you got left?
None. I've been like
so
choosing between different spells or items.
it's already got 3 spells in it,
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
you are aware.
The knock one is interesting.
So yeah, this is
Okay.
the ring that has been passed down through the line of the Omu royal
Mhm.
family.
For the for the record, I wanted to cast identify on it because I didn't want to suddenly inherit some property here in Omu or something like that. I didn't expect all this much. So yeah, Barris, if you want it, it's yours, basically.
I don't mind. I have my ring of clear mind. I have the staff and the key currently.
What does
Was
Ring
it
of Clear
filled with
Mind
all?
do?
Ring of clear mind.
That's the advantage on concentration. Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, you are the most sort of like charisma together with Yelena, and it's like the mind shielding one might be more useful on you than Bargo. No offense.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is true, but also with the wound closure, I haven't really gotten myself into that much danger.
That's true, but you guys figured out. Yeah, it's awesome.
Which
It's
is-
an awesome ring.
I mean,
Yeah.
from my point of view, right now, I believe it's more easy to take down Barris than myself. So I think that especially for the wound closure part, he will be benefiting more of the ring than I will.
Could also make Dusted a spellcaster.
Yeah,
That is
that's
also
actually
true.
takes actual. I mean, we can put some good spells there for you if you want.
That's horrifying.
Oh my god, that's
Give a
brilliant.
fireball to Dustin.
He's gonna use it on himself.
But yeah,
While in the
it's
middle of enemies.
but for attuning to the ring, if it's a lowest, okay. But yeah, it's good to know that we can put spells in that for Dusted to use or Jorwena. That's the point. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, or no matter who gets it, I could put some healing spells into it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, I can put
depending on how
shield.
we want to use it.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. I can put shield, absorb elements, detect magic. Pretty good options, bro.
I wouldn't
Fly.
put
I can
magic
put
in there.
fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fly would
that's
be
true.
cool. And then we have a rest. You could also put in stuff like feather falls, so you don't have to have it active,
Yeah,
but
good
have it
point.
in the ring.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But did your identify tell if there was a soul in it?
That's actually a good question. No, it didn't.
There is no.
DM.
I will say it would have. There is no soul occupying the ring.
All right. That's a good thing, Boris. If you die, you can still be with us in some way.
Not familiar with these types of magic items, so I don't know if that should be comforting or not.
We can host your soul in a, I don't know. What would you like, Jarlena? A puppet?
Oh boy.
An animal of some kind?
I'm not so sure about that.
Okay.
So who wants to have this? Does it?
Hmm?
Do you want it?
Well, not necessarily, no. I can hold on to it until you decide for yourself.
I do not mind.
All right.
Same here.
Valus,
I do not
do
mind either.
you want it?
We are all
swap out
so
the-
generous.
Do you want to
No.
swap out the ring with one of your other items for it?
I mean, when I think about it, the only thing that Duster will be able to use in this ring is basically the wound closure and the fact that if he suddenly dies, he's not dead.
You're in
Yeah,
a
the
shiny,
spells that we
inside a
put in.
shiny.
You could put a shield in there.
Yeah.
Keep you alive. Give you big AC.
You're trusting Dusted, who could hardly use the Montecarp cape. You're trusting Dusted, who could hardly use the Dimension Door cape to cast spells out of a ring.
Hell yeah.
It will be a roulette every time. You know, Dustin wants to cast a spell, roll a d6, and see what it lands on.
Oh no!
That would be great.
Does he cast the right spell? No, he casted Featherfall instead of Shield.
Oh no! Dustin's gonna pick up the free action ring now, and because he hasn't picked it up after Hila had it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have enough rings to struggle with as is. And then he takes it on and sort of like steps out for a moment. He's not interested in the ring at all.
The Ring of Omu.
Yeah.
that lets 3 remaining. I will skip on this one. It's too much. Decide between you two.
Suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it.
Exactly. So you have to pick something you don't want anymore. And
Do
get.
you have 3 attunements?
No. But I don't feel like it would be. I don't know. Maybe she could have it for the time being, if you want.
I could
if
give
you
you
want.
my staff.
What does your staff do?
Isn't that the
I can't
necrotic staff thing?
Yep.
The blight one.
Yes.
But doesn't that have to be a spellcaster, a specific type of spellcaster to use that? I think that we have some
she
weapon.
is
I
a
am a sorcerer.
Oh, you're a sorcerer. Yeah, sorry, never mind. Yeah.
if you want to, I don't mind. If you,
Yeah.
I can whack people with the staff.
Whack people with it.
Yeah, I can use my strength ring and then go around smacking people with the staff.
Very good. We will do that.
Alrighty. Name of the staff. Oh, add it to my
Reginald.
inventory. Reginald.
I do not know how an attunement works, if it's instant or takes time.
This one is a
long
long
rest.
rest.
Long
It-
rest.
Long rest. Okay.
And now you are king of Omu. Congratulations.
It was that simple, huh?
Yeah. My God.
Oh boy. I'll make sure to hide it from Wax and Harry.
So, Valrys, you're gonna have the Ring of Omu, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good question, DM. I didn't feel that Waxanari was giving it to me. It was to the party, right?
She was looking directly at it when she handed it across to you. She's actually
Yeah.
looking at you. I mean,
Well, okay.
but if you
You know what? It's fine. It's witness to this exchange. He can tell her.
I will put gloves on over it. Or turn it upside down, you know.
Ah. If she question, but it's with me. Sorry. Can we go now, guys?
You're
Let's
all
go.
mad. You're all mad.
Bye.
Ponty didn't see anything.
he's not really paying attention. He's just he's almost sitting there with a pog smile on his face.
And
After-
it's got
Mhm.
three charges already.
It's got
in
3
it.
spells in it, yes.
Yeah, but some spells are second level, so they have already the 5 charges.
The ring itself is full, and when you add it
Okay.
to your character sheet, you'll see it's got 5 spell slots or 5 charges.
Yes.
Obviously, make a note each what spells you put in, but it can take 5 levels of spells.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. So 5 first level spells, 1 fifth level spell. You know.
That's only one fireball.
That is only
So
one
start.
fireball.
1 fireball and 2 shields. Not too bad.
The spell is no shield.
Someone else
No.
does though.
At the
But
moment.
anyone can throw in spells into
Yeah.
it. So it's probably better to put stuff that you can't already throw yourself.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or if you want to. Lunan is open to give you whatever you need,
Mhm.
especially before going to.
Same with Vargo.
I mean, you could store all your mage armor in there.
That is also true. But I will first have to attune to it and figure out what's already in there. So,
Oh, you know that. Let me send it to you. He knows that, right?
The spells or the
The spells.
I can.
If not, I can tell him. I believe the Denpai gave me that information. Let me see. Yeah. Well, your call, Liam.
I'll send him the spells.
Okay.
There you go.
alrighty.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay. I don't even know what this does actually.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, why don't we take our break here?
Mhm.
Let's call it half past. We'll come back.
Alrighty.
I
I
believe
think
so.
so, yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, my bad. So,
Oh, by the way, guys, now we can control the sound, the volume of the music.
Oh,
mm,
oh,
Mhm.
oh.
It's
Only so.
so you don't have to do anything Stefan, anymore. We
You
can
gave
control.
you gave Jelena power. Did you hear the excitement? Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, what has happened is I already had like folders with all of my music stored into,
Mhm.
and it just got rid of the folders and clumped them all together.
Yeah, the same
Ugh.
happened to me. Yeah. It was pretty, but well.
It was a bit annoying, but I spent some time adding new music in anyway, so
Oh, wait until you. Well, I mean, if you want to do, you have to draw the walls for the dynamic lighting. That took me a day, an entire day for my campaign.
oh, I haven't started with any of that yet. Don't tempt me.
It's not needed by any means. It plays just fine without them.
And I'm intrigued. Wow. So, all right, now that we're back then, so saying your farewells to Ponty and leaving him behind, I take it you make your way through the cleansing chamber, get changed and head off towards the tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's head out.
All right. You slowly make your way across the boardwalks, the bridges, and head towards the tree, where everyone waits for Valrus to arrive and conjure his magic.
I would have walked with them.
Leading the
But
way.
I will. No. Um. Yeah, I will go up to the tree and do the spell
All right, I need you
to
to roll
Omu.
a wisdom check for me, please. Oh, a 16. Um, you step forward, you place your hand on the tree, and concentration comes to you much sooner, much quicker, as you split your mind in two, one concentrating on here and the other on the trees flitting through your mind. The old hermit dwelling passes through your mind, then Omu, and then Port Nyanzaru. Which tree are you going to concentrate on?
Omu.
Alright, as you fixate the tree in your mind, the scene in front of you begins to unfold. You can see through to the other side. Steam rising from the lava pool way down below, the small little bridge spanning over to the grassy verge on the other side. And as you slowly begin to concentrate, the portal expands and opens wider until eventually it is wide enough for you all to pass through.
I will go first.
Good choice.
Does the close second?
Uno follows.
Mm-hmm.
And Yalana follows after.
Okay. Yelena manages to go through last as Varus
Yeah.
is still holding open the portal. That's
And
it.
then I will step through.
And you step through. It is the middle of the morning, I'll say. You spent about 2 hours in Kir Sabal as you step through into the mysterious abandoned city of Omu, arriving on the pinnacle of rock sticking out, the lava below you, and ahead of you, the overgrown city that you've come to know as Omu. Okay.
Alrighty. So, you cannot tell me that you see that building on the lava over there, and you don't want to go there?
There's quite a few interesting looking places around.
Mm.
I guess we could go to the one on the lava first.
How?
She points
Let
to
me
one of
see.
the mage people. Don't you know something that can make us fly like a bird?
I mean, no
Let's
objection, but
something like a bird.
last time we saw something fly here, a gargoyle ate it.
That is quite true. Maybe we should go around and kill all the gargoyles first. And then we can fly over.
And how long do you think we would spend on that?
I don't know. I don't know how many gargoyles there are.
Quick estimate, DM, how many would we be able to see from here?
From where you are, roll a perception check for me.
That's not great.
13. You can see if you look towards all of the buildings where the walkway is, you can see there are at least on the larger buildings 2 to 3 perched on each building. On the smaller ones, every second or third, you can see a gargoyle. Given the amount of buildings in the area, you estimate there could be between 50 and 150 gargoyles in Omu.
Yeah,
But
that
then,
is.
math has never been your strong suit, you know.
No, but he's gonna blurt out the number anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dusted.
Mm. DM, what distance would you say there is between? Oh, I can really. Oh, 70 feet.
You can calculate just by dragging. Yeah.
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 Then Dusted can take care of himself. Tomorrow, do any of us have any other means to travel a distance of around 100 feet or so? Dusted has berries.
100 feet. No, I don't believe I do.
In
Transport
that
100
case,
feet?
You mean
in that
by
case,
teleporting?
tomorrow. Yeah, teleporting.
I see.
If we only count on Dusted's cape, tomorrow I will be able to bring us on that building and back, but not
Which
today. The one in the lava.
it's 500 feet away from the tree.
Yeah, but we
from
can
the
go
tree,
around.
but
There looks to be some buildings to the north that are closer than trying to cross here. I mean, swimming in
Yeah.
lava is not something I particularly fond of either.
Well, we saw something there last time. That building also looks interesting.
You're saying we should go building to building and
You know, you guys
explore
can
it?
draw now on the map as well, by the way.
Building to building might be a little bit much. There's hundreds of them there, here, but some of them certainly do look interesting. Yeah, that is one of them. That one is another one. That one seems hidden somehow. That's some kind of amphitheater I'm curious about. And well, yeah, then there is that thing in the middle. Well, I don't know.
That you recognize as the palace in the
Yeah. In the ring, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe we should go for more important looking buildings first.
Yeah, the
We
ones
don't
with
really
the
have a lot
walls.
of time.
Yeah, the ones
Treasury
with
it
the walls
is.
in treasure.
So, like this. Oh, I didn't realize I'd do that.
Oh, okay.
So like, that one. Oh, that one. That one.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know the big palace. I assume the big circular thing is the palace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So
if you all
cool.
choose a different color, you can circle the buildings you think are interesting and then eliminate them that way or agree on them that way.
I think it
Yeah.
chooses the color that we have for our sheet. At least it looked like it chose orange for me. So
Oh, if I
Mine
click on,
was red.
if I go into draw, I can choose whatever color I want.
Yeah, but the set is probably the thing you have on your circle, on your character. I have some sort of dark red, bronze red.
Hmm. Oh, I can see some circles popping up now.
Yeah, those are mine.
Stefan,
Hmm.
I see in the bag of holding that I got the ring of water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Lunan puts it on his finger now. So within the next minute, anyone observant enough will see gills starting to form on Lunan's neck.
Oh.
It doesn't require.
Correct. No attunement.
So, do you call it the treasury, Lunan?
I just said we should find the treasury. I have no idea which building it is.
Okay. Do you guys agree in checking that one first?
It is the closest to us.
Yep.
So, yes.
Then let's go.
It could be a good. It's probably good to, before we go somewhere where we think there might be stuff happening, to find a house maybe that could be our escape house until that we know is somewhat safe. Then
Oh,
have it
so
as backup point
it's a good
coming back.
idea. Yeah, set a base for us.
Should we?
would you consider having the one closest to the tree?
Yeah, this one seems okay with a patio and all.
Or we
We
could
can,
go to one of. Where's this? One of those, perhaps, as well. They're further away from the rest of the buildings.
I mean, and we always count on the hut to hide ourselves, rest safe.
The silence of
Whichever
these
building
places.
whichever building you want, guys.
Yeah, well, the silence of this place is eerie as they come. But, Well, we won't find anything outstanding here, so let's start crossing the bridge, and Dusty starts moving.
It's also too hot here. Let's move.
So Dusted takes the lead.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yay.
So I've got Dusted, Vargo, Yelena, Felris, and then Lunan, are you bringing up the rear?
And I will keep an eye up so we are not snuck up from behind.
Okay, so that's our marching order, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Dusted, what pace are you setting from the front?
This is tall grass over green, right? It's sort of like, but Dustin is rather determined at this point, so he's probably just keeping like brisk pace.
So from the tree to the bridge, it's reasonably tall grass. By the
Yeah.
time you step off the bridge, you begin to get into the overgrown area.
Yeah.
It will, if you choose to move quickly, you can cover 200 feet in 1 minute. And that's making your way through vine-covered floor, bushes, trees in the way. If you
Unless
choose,
anyone shouts at him to slow down his pace, he will keep a quick pace.
so you're going to try and move as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Dustin is a little determined to get going at this point.
Okay, where are you headed to first?
The Vargo pointed out the thatched roof building close by, so Dustin is heading towards that. Oh, not that one. This one.
That one over there.
Yeah, that because this one is a stone hut, I think. The thatched hut. This one.
Okay, so use the drawing tool and draw lines for me how you're going to get there.
Just a straight line from.
Yeah.
From the tree, yeah.
Like this. I don't think Dustin, with that perception roll from before, can actually see that there's an entrance here. So he just
240,
sort of like
260.
yeah.
That's 430 feet. 430.
Okay, let's call it about 400 feet then. So that's going to take you 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you go clambering over the bridge and over the stonework down into the undergrowth, you move past a small stone hut and you move up towards the very first building that you come across. Alright, I just need to bring up a map quickly for myself. Where is my kill dusted map?
Always remember.
Always remembered, but always failing. I mean, you should have installed a new one. Just give Dustin PTSD. I think that's faster.
Okay. As you move closer towards the building, you notice bits and pieces of the roof are still intact, but the majority of it is not in such great nick. The east facing, or at least the south facing roof has got a gaping hole in it. The building itself is of similar fashion to all of the others. Low, squat, lime cut, vines and leaves running up the side of the building. There is no door in the doorway. It is just caked and broken in, caked with vines and moss, rotting wood, and splinters hidden in the undergrowth, as you almost have to claw your way to get closer to the wall. You look around. You don't see anything. The building itself is about 135 by 115 foot. Above the door there is also a small thatched roof, so it definitely goes up a story.
This what you had in mind?
It will suffice, I think.
I think it's good to know that this is a free zone of anything luring out, so we should investigate, see that it's safe, and then we know we can come back here if need be.
Yeah, I think it's the best option here.
What are you going to investigate?
The presence of creatures that want to murder us, mainly.
Where, where exactly?
Yeah, Lena will probably go near like the entrance, and she'll use her divine sense just to see if there's maybe any undead nearby.
Okay. That's a 60-foot radius, so you can definitely get 3/4 of the entire building where you're standing in the front. As you reach your senses out and you feel trying to connect with anything undead or otherworldly, your senses bounce back and there is nothing in the vicinity within radius that is
Okay.
undead.
Bargo will enter and probably search for a place where it will suit to put the hut to sleep at night. Maybe take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic to search any, I don't know, traps or something. You can never be too careful.
So you're gonna wait 10 minutes and ritually cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay. In those 10 minutes, Yarlena will be reaching out. Dusted Valrus and Lunan, what are you doing?
Well, if Vargo mentions the trap thing during the 10 minutes, he'd probably have a look around and see if he can spot any.
Are you looking around the outskirts of the building? Are you going inside?
Do we want to go inside right away?
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
I'll
so.
go and look inside.
Okay.
Um,
And Lunan is following.
Dustin is going to keep watch on the ritual casters.
Okay, so Dusted, you roll a perception check, keeping watch. Lunan and Valrus for the interior, you do me a favor and roll perception checks.
Never mind.
And then Yarlena,
Yeah.
I need you to roll a normal d20 for me, please.
Normally 20.
I think that will suffice.
Trust Lunan to get it right.
We will die without you, Lunan. Please don't leave us. Oh my god.
He just did. He went inside. Yeah, we're fucked.
Okay, so
7s across the board.
Yep.
7s across the board, indeed. Dusted, the 10 minutes you take, you vigilantly stand guard, eyes squinted, checking out the scene around you. Nothing moves. Not even
Dustin is probably
grass.
distracted by his ring a little bit, keeping glancing at it
Yeah.
and not really focusing.
Valrus, you move in with Lunan and taking the lead, seeing as you went in first, you kind of stumble and push your way through, looking around almost too quickly to catch any detail for anything. But Lunan, you move in, bringing up the rear. And as you walk in, you notice there is a lot of undergrowth around here. As you enter the building, there is a long corridor that stretches down the length of the building, which then opens to the right-hand side. And you can see some broken and cracked walls. It looks like there's a small quadrangle, and this might have housed... It could have been a small monastery of some sorts, the way that it's been built out. You're quite used to the way that, let's call them prayer houses, are built, you know. The open courtyard could easily have been used for congregating or for worship, with small rooms around the outskirts. The upstairs area, whilst most of it is damaged, it seems to have been like a dining area. Downstairs, there are various larger rooms and offices and prayer rooms, which could have once housed maybe even priests. And as you are moving through Lunan, you ever so slightly notice the movement of a veggie pygmy backing away towards the end of the building at the edge of your vision in the north, as they see you moving closer and towards, almost retreating.
I let it get out of the way. I'm not gonna fight it unless it attacks me, but if it looks like, yeah, hostile, I will take precautions.
It doesn't appear to be hostile at all. In fact, from your time with the veggie pygmies, he doesn't look like he is anything more than potentially a scout or a lookout. And he backs away down the corridor between the vegetation. If you wouldn't have rolled so high, you wouldn't have spotted him. But you've been amongst these tribes before, and you notice him scurrying out through some cracks in the wall, and then he disappears. 10 minutes you spend inside the building, and you find nothing else. Other than that, it appears to be clear. But you've only done a third of the building thus far. It'll take you about a half an hour to complete an entire search.
I
Does
think we wanna
the Mhm.
do the whole thing, so Luna will continue while the others do whatever.
Okay. So you continue to search through. Valrus, are
Yep.
you going to follow Lunan?
Yes.
Okay. By this time, Vargo, your spell has completed its ritual cast, and Yolena,
Mhm.
you obviously know that you've reached out. There's nothing undead in the vicinity.
Yeah.
All right. In the 10 minutes, I concentrate on stuff. I do a quick run around the building, searching for any magic sources.
A quick run around the building.
Yeah,
It's
and
probably
inside.
it's probably 400 feet. So
Yeah.
it's not quick.
Yeah, it's gonna take you about 3.5 minutes or 3 minutes to run around the entire circumference of the building.
Yeah, sure. And go inside and everything. I will try to.
Is it?
Mm,
It's concentration, is it?
it's concentration 10 minutes. Once I have it, yes.
All right. So for the building of this size, it would take a half an hour to search it fully.
Okay. Then I will go directly inside.
Okay. So you'll spend the 10 minutes of the spell looking around with detect magic, yes?
Yes, the time it takes.
Okay. The building appears to be empty, other than for what Lunan saw if he chooses to share it.
Luna will, tell about the Vegapidme so
Okay.
that they can keep their eyes open.
All right. The rest of you don't notice anything else in the building. Nothing magical jumps out at you at all.
Wait, did you
Alright.
see
Well,
the pygmy inside of the building?
did I?
Lunan did.
Lunan did, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even notice him, but if it was inside here, then perhaps it be best to find another place.
I think they will be everywhere.
Yeah.
At least we know this place is empty from any huge threats. And the Veggie Pygmies hasn't been hostile, super hostile to us before, and are not extremely difficult to deal with.
I agree.
And I think as long as we don't attack them, they will probably avoid us.
Right. Other than that, I didn't see anything of interest in here, so or anything dangerous.
I think we can consider this
Seem-
our base of operations in case we need to flee at some point or get lost from each other. We can try to meet up here.
Yeah, I agree with that. If we get
at least-
separated, let's meet here.
Yeah, at least if we're on this side of the town.
Seems safe enough for now.
Then I say we can start exploring.
To that building then.
Which of them?
That one. Or that one. Or that one.
Why not that one?
I didn't see what you.
No, it didn't work.
You're both pointing in roughly the same direction.
I was pointing at the palace.
I got that strange feeling that we should leave that for last. I don't know why.
I feel
Maybe
like
it's
the
fear.
one over the lava should be last.
Just love doing those side quests, huh?
At least he hasn't started looking for an Abu Walith.
True.
Never know,
I'm
maybe
sure-
we'll find one here.
I'm sure there's gonna be one in the water here. There's a reason why we were told about it.
That's why you equip your ring immediately. So when it drags you under, you're like, haha.
Oh my god! Now I want the one with the beholder.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beholder. First house we go into of the ones we have circled.
These are our actual options.
I mean, this looks kind of like an eye. Well. Anyways, let's go there.
we could go to the closest one first. The little one.
Oh yeah. I agree. Let's go.
And then go over to the big one. Maybe we'll find a beholder on the way.
Yep. I'm excited, guys. Let's do this.
Lunan is always gonna try to keep an eye open.
DM, give him inspiration for God's sake.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you've all got inspiration still.
We already have it.
Oh.
We have to burn them.
So yeah, to that one first, DM. How? Let's see. It's 300 feet away. God, I hate measurements. How many meters is that? Let's see.
100. Divide by 3.
How are you going to get there?
By walking.
Yeah, I know, but
flying.
Can you plot your path for me, please?
Should we go like through? I don't know where Luna saw the veggie pygmy.
Who's
in the house?
Oops, sorry.
Probably dusted.
Yeah.
Dusted.
So
which means fast pace, the most direct route.
Yeah, that way.
Oh my god. I would have just suggested this one. You
Or
slowpoke.
Oh boy.
My HQ was deleted.
that was me. Sorry, sorry. Ay. Oh my god.
So, Dusted, which way are you, Dusted, heading across the red line?
The red line was just me messing around.
Okay.
No, Dustin is following Jalena's route.
It was the best idea we ever had as a party.
Yeah, I guess we'll take the short, long, convoluted route.
Okay, so it's about 350 foot.
We're gonna be Sparta kicked down into the lava.
Yeah.
Dusted, roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh.
5. Okay. And Dusted, what pace are you setting? A swift pace. Alright, so in less than 4 minutes, you aim to get there. As you go clawing through the undergrowth, skirting the cliffside leading down to the lava between your newfound HQ and the cliff edge. You make your way in a beeline straight towards the compound, less than 300 feet ahead of you. It is nearing 11:30 in the morning as you approach the outskirts. From 20 feet away of the outside wall, a ruined shrine stands in the heart of this walled compound. Tall monoliths flank the entrance, decorated with images of a jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from its shoulders. In the distance, you can see a stone door is set into the shrine beyond.
I'm gonna enter, guys. Let's see what the holds for us.
Now,
We have a map. We have a map.
there will be a map
Ooh.
indeed, yes.
Alrighty, alright.
There's gonna be a map for every house.
Yes.
Stefan's been busy. He wasn't ill, he was just preparing the city.
Wow. After we finish this adventure, you have to tell me how many maps there is in this location. Because my god. Okay. It's pretty small, actually. Curious.
Don't worry, it's a dungeon with 50 levels.
Just gonna say that last time I played one of those, I was killed by an aboleth.
I think I may have messed this up.
Well, actually,
You have a
I
chance
was.
to redeem
My
yourself.
party
Then.
was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll have to do it like this. This is the problem with circles, sorry guys.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. That is, we'll have to zoom you all in. Pop you down over there. Dusted. Jarlena. Lunan.
Oh well. Shall we knock the door? There might be someone in.
It was a big
Hey,
stone
now I
door, you
can.
said?
Yeah,
All good? Yeah, you guys can move around?
yeah. Now I can move using my arrow keys,
Ah, okay, cool.
But
So,
which is much
I
more
lost
comfortable.
myself in the darkness.
and
Uh,
there we go.
Lunan just disappeared into
yeah,
the darkness and was never seen again.
So,
Lunan is a rogue.
flanking the entrance to this shrine-like building are two monoliths. Each of them are 15 foot tall, draped and covered in vines.
Mhm.
Either side of you as you go in towards the entrance.
Well, as I said earlier, we are like gods now, so I'm gonna go and open the door.
Alright, the door in front of you is made of stone.
Hmm.
And it is currently closed.
Oh, all right. Hmm. Uh, anyway, mm, I will try to search for mechanism trying to open the door.
Okay.
A jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from his shoulders.
Is
All
it
right.
like, does it like open from the middle into two sides, or would it like rise upwards or down, or open like a normal door?
And you can see that the stone door has hinges on it, so it opens inwards.
Okay, so like a double door kind
It
of
is,
thing.
yeah, but it's only one single door.
Oh, okay, okay.
Tested. You're the strongest one around. Wanna try it?
I don't think so, but sure.
With Jarlena's help, maybe.
I could lend him a hand, yes. On three, that's good.
1, 2,
One.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
I will guide. I will guide Jarlena.
What is your combined strength?
23, I think. Unless Jelena has more than 13.
No, I have 13.
So 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you push and push, and it takes some straining. Muscles start to bunch up around your arms as the door doesn't seem to start to budge. I need both of you to make a strength check for me, please.
Jarlena, you're guided.
Ah, thank you. What am I doing?
I'm curious to know who's the strongest.
Oh, Jelena still is the strongest.
You're using your inspiration. Good to know.
Did you mean to roll that with advantage? Wow. Okay.
My rolls aren't very good today.
And luckily for you that you did there, because as you do, it just doesn't seem to give way until Yelena, you take a deep breath and you shove again, and then you can feel just a small budge as it, and then the stone door almost swings inwards as soon as it's like cleared some of the blockage on the ground, as it slams in to the wall.
Oh, I think
Go on.
I think I know what happened. Guidance is plus a d4, not advantage.
Oh,
But you have inspiration in case you want to get advantage.
yeah, I'll use that to have the advantage.
All right.
As the door swings in, the first thing the two of you notice is the dust that almost rises up from the ground, choking your lungs and scratching at your eyes. And then, as the dust slowly starts to settle, you can see steps descending down into darkness below.
Dustin's gonna take one step back and look up at the building, and then at one of the two monoliths, and then the rest of the party, and sort of ask, "Wait, are we sure this isn't the mausoleum?"
The most what?
A mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
Oh.
That's a tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it is, she's gonna step in slightly and step onto the steps and use her divine sense, because most places that have dead are probably undead at this point.
Dustin only step back to have a better look, so he will step back to. But yeah, it's just
Regardless, it's an option for where we might find what we're looking for.
As you reach out with your divine sense, you do not sense any undead ahead.
Ooh. Well, I can't detect anything undead or the like, but maybe we should have at least a little look, seeing as we open the door. And just be careful.
Yeah.
Will you let Dustin pass you?
Yeah, sure, let Dustin pass.
It's dark, DM, right?
It is dark, yes.
Haha. Now I don't need light for entering places like this, and I put down my goggles of.
You put on your glasses, do you?
Yeah.
Do they fit?
They do indeed. In fact, very snugly, yes. Okay. There is still some light streaming through behind. Just that if you take one more step forward, your dark vision will kick in.
Yeah.
You need to step
Into the dark.
Yes. Alright, Dusted steps into the darkness. Is anyone following?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Yalena will be behind him.
Okay. Lunan, what are you doing?
I will follow in. And on the question of if it's a mausoleum, what does Lunan judge it as from a religious point of view?
You what?
Does, from a religious point of view, would Lunan recognize this as a mausoleum?
When did I last ask you to roll? You haven't rolled anything since you've been here, have you? So you'll need to roll.
Only perceptions.
Yeah.
Only criticals on perception.
Roll a religion check for me.
Too bad it's not wisdom based. That's 7. You see? Lunan rolled 7s as well.
You're not 100% sure yet.
What?
You're not too understanding about what Chultan mausoleums would look like, if anything.
Was the slaughterhouse.
Watch your step as you come down here.
The steps descend into a 15-foot-high, moss-covered room. 4 statues of Omuan warriors stand in alcoves to either side, overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit in the floor. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, but its weapon is missing. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands conspicuously bare. A relief on the wall behind it shows a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat, frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. To the left of the relief is a narrow tunnel with stairs leading down. And as you look down into the pit, you can see 2 archways with tunnels branching east and west below the floor.
So they are to this side or the other side?
Both
These
sides, where the dotted
what?
lines are.
Oh, okay. These murals.
Can you describe again the 4 statues on the sides?
The 4 statues are statues of Omu warriors, each of them in a battle stance, and they look to be holding spears, only the spears are missing. They're just holding fists with nothing in them.
Oh my god, it's a puzzle. I love this.
Buster is gonna approach the mural of the creature that looks like a frogman and sort of inspect it. Grong, was it?
Yeah,
These creatures.
It looks like the grung is being attacked by the jaguar.
With the snakes growing out of its back.
Correct, yes.
Which is some kind of mythical creature, probably, yeah.
As you the picture is on the other side of the room, so as you look over there, you can see that there is an inscription written in some foreign language just below the picture.
That's it?
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to hear if anyone else said anything before I just went ahead.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
should we keep moving ahead? See what's down there? Unless someone can read the text.
Did Dusted told us about the text?
Oh, I thought everyone could see it.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Then do I recognize the language, DM?
It looks familiar. You've seen it in Nangalore.
Yeah, seems like
Ancient Umuan, yeah.
I can take 10 minutes to comprehend what's written inside in this thing. Are you guys okay with that?
But is that spoken language or written language as well?
Both, actually.
Oh.
I would be okay with that.
Maybe we need to give these men some weapons.
Weapons, yeah. Thought of that.
Figured the weapons might be further down, perhaps.
We could have a little look while Vargo leads.
Yes, I will spend 10 minutes here. If you guys want, you can check what's down there. I point to the stairs. The place seems small anyway.
We should probably keep an eye out for traps or something.
I don't think traps is the one thing we have to keep an eye out for compared to like huge jaguars with snakes growing out their head, and then Dustin sees the spider web. For fuck's sake.
Oh, spiders. But maybe there are traps, because don't people steal from the dead sometimes?
All the time.
All the time.
So yeah, DM, I will take 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages while
Okay.
the others are searching.
All right. Dusted and Yelena and Valrus, you're going with Dusted?
Yes.
Lunan?
Yeah.
I half expect wall spiders at this point, but there we go.
Where's Lunan?
He's outside still, apparently.
Having a cigarette.
Oh, Lunan, you coming with us?
I'm waiting for the puff to free up.
Yeah, it is a little clogged. Dustin is going to use. It's just going to cut through the spider web and move through.
Okay. You continue moving around the corridor, around the corner, and it appears to be winding its way down and around.
Oh, so into I get it now. Yeah, into the pit.
Correct.
Dustin just continuing here.
As you continue walking down, again the same murals are on the walls in these corridors of the snake-headed jaguar fighting against a small grunge. What do we say? A toad man, a frog man.
Yeah.
Yelena slowly keeps pace with Dusted. Dusted, what
Yeah.
pace are you setting moving down this corridor?
I mean, there's a lot of spider webs, and last time he was with spider webs, a lot of wolf hunter spiders started nibbling at his legs. So, I mean, he's still fairly cautious with that. So he's moving at half speed.
Okay. Moving at half speed, you get to the base and you truly can see, yes, there is a corridor and an archway leading into the fighting pit, and beyond it, it continues.
Mm.
Well, if nothing has attacked him yet, he will just keep going.
Yelena's gonna keep an eye out for like traps, like any kind of. Trying to think what Yelena would consider a trap. I
Luna will
guess
look for some. Yeah.
like
Uh,
pressure
for some
plates or tripwires or anything like that.
Okay.
Luna wanna see if there's any gravel on the ground just next to the pit as he sees Dusted walking past.
So, Lunan, you're at the top, overlooking the pit, and you watch as Dusted cautiously makes his way into the pit. Yelena, you slow down as you get to the corner and you start looking around for pressure plates or whatnot. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Elena presses button. Dustin is trapped down there forever.
Yeah, she has -1 on her investigation.
Zero. You can do it.
I got a 10.
Ah,
That's
well.
not too bad.
10. Roll a perception check for me.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
You begin searching around, and before you even really get stuck into it, watching Dusted pass through the 6-foot tall archway ahead of you, you can almost hear a little click sound. And then
Nice.
both Lunan and you then hear a small, soft sound of grating stone as Dusted, the ground beneath you, as you step through into the center of the pit, almost seems to vibrate. And then a loud grating sound emanates from the
Dusted.
corridor ahead of you, Dusted.
Come back here quickly.
Is there a way back? I guess not.
The way to us still open.
Is it?
I think so.
7?
Yeah, I mean, you can backtrack towards the party if you want.
No, this is way too interesting.
All right.
Brewery isn't lacking, but it's just. So the door in front of me. Let me just recap. The door in front of me has opened, and the ground beneath me is vibrating.
There is no door in front of you. There are 6-foot archways leading out of this pit on either side of you.
Yeah, and the ground
The
beneath me
ground
is giving
beneath
way.
you has vibrated a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Lunan and Yolena saw the ground sink, maybe a half an inch. And then accompanying that, somewhere ahead of you, Dusted, and everyone else heard the creaking and clanging of a gate.
Well, if the murals are anything to go by, some kind of creature is going to come through there.
I want to say so many things, but Dusted isn't. But Vargo is in the middle of casting a ritual.
Hmm. So, wait, why should I go back? Dawson has just sort of like lowered his weapon again and looks back at Yelena.
Well, whatever that is going to be good. I more anticipated you getting stuck in there.
When all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the dagger on your hip, Vargo, starts blaring out a sound.
Haha! That's the sound of the dagger!
Oh boy.
That Yelena
Oh, hello, creature.
Draw her sword.
I need everyone to roll
Danger! Danger!
Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
But I'm confused. Do we all roll initiative or only Dusted?
I need everyone to roll initiative, please. And
Alrighty.
Vargo, you get advantage.
Yep.
As your dagger alerts you to the presence of enemies
Oh my god.
embound.
Haha, you're trapped in here with me, not the other way around.
Oh, I wonder what they have to be some kind of undead that we woke up.
Or statues, or jaguars with snakes growing out of their head.
Oh god.
or bacteria in this intestine.
Right. Which means, Fargo, you are top of the round. Your dagger has just been blaring, and you realize while you're casting your ritual, trouble is brewing. Are you going to continue your ritual?
No. Do I see those figures? I suppose I don't. Only
No,
Dusted.
only Dusted and Yolena and Valrus can.
Yes. The angle, yeah. What? What was that? This thing so... Anyways, I cast Bless at first level.
Okay. You don't have to see everyone to cast it, do you?
No. No, I don't.
So you are blessing who?
They need to be 30 feet within... everyone.
Yeah.
So it will be Dusted, Jerlena, and Barris, probably.
Dusted, Yelena, Valrus. And yourself?
No.
Dusted.
First level.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my free casting. Free touch.
Alright. Anything else?
Nah, nothing else.
Okay, then that brings us up to Yolena. Yolena, as the dagger sounds, you realize, oh no. Dusted has just stepped on a trap. And he's triggered something. When coming around the corner in front of him, you can see a Chilton gladiator step around the corner and move in towards the arena. He is made completely of clay. He carries a clay shield, and in his hand, a bronze spear.
I see. She's just gonna sigh. I knew this would happen one way or the other.
Well, you were the one looking for spears. Here's some coming this way.
Yeah.
That is quite true. She's... because they're not quite in the room yet, she's gonna walk into the pit room and probably regret this. And she's gonna prepare to attack one when it steps into range.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. Yes. That would be me.
Alrighty. Which brings us to Valrus next.
Yeah. He would like to cast, if I can see the clay soldiers up ahead.
You can see two.
Perfect. He'd like to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on both using Twin Spell.
Okay. Can you send Tasha's Mind Whip to the game log, please?
I believe I can.
Snap.
Okay. And what's level did you say you're casting it at?
I'm twinning it at second.
Okay. So, the front one and then the second one behind it.
Yes.
Alright, so I need to make intelligence saves, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, that is the first one, he gets a natural 1. The second one, gets a nat 6. So those are 2 fails.
Yep. Very good. That is
The
3d6
smartest
on
of
both.
clays.
The smartest of clays. That's 1. Do I roll separately?
If you want, or you can keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep it. It's a decent roll.
Okay. That is a decent roll. Alright. Anything else?
I'll actually take 2 steps inside as well.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Which brings us to Dusted Coal.
Yeah, there's no real reason charging in there. And
Right
those
now.
guys won't be able to take an attack, but Dusted doesn't know that. Just in case there are more, Dusted's going to take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
And prepare for them coming in. Yeah. With the rapier out.
Okay. So you're holding your attack, or you're just going to dodge out the way for the entire round?
He's just going to dodge.
Alright. Does that mean it's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can present. You can present turn now, so I can present turn when I am done.
Oh, awesome. That's really good. Oh, I see. There it is. Brilliant. In which case then, the first enemy moves closer towards you, Dusted. And he does indeed. Let me see. I mean, you're in his way, so he is going to go and attack you as he steps in.
Can he do that with the psychic thing happening to him?
Nope. He
Oh,
can
he
only step up to him.
So he can only move. Okay. Let me just check the movement rate of this.
Oh, hello, there was more of you. What a surprise. Oh, 4 spears. Thank you. I needed 4.
The 2 at the back, however,
That's not
weren't
good.
mind whipped. So these 2, Dusted, they're going to attack you.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. So they get 3 attacks, 3 melee attacks a turn. So 14 is the lowest. 12.
Doesn't hit.
$17.
Doesn't hit now.
Hit. Right, your armor class is 20.
20, yeah.
Okay, so this one I will re-roll because it's disadvantage. Okay, so 1. Now you've got the dodge action.
Yeah.
So what does that add to your AC? Does it?
It doesn't add to my AC, but my reaction does. Just a second.
Okay, so you really, I mean, you only need a 1, so you can use that to dodge, stave off the first blow that he landed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is. I just need to see here. You can as reaction if you win. I don't know. Against that attack, only 1 attack. Yeah.
Okay, so so that one you're going to dodge. Okay, that's a miss. And then its third attack. Yeah, that's a miss as well. Okay. Which brings us to Lunan.
Am I able to figure out what kind of creatures these are? As in undead, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend? Are they any of those?
Construct, probably.
They are not.
Yeah, that's what I suspected.
They are none of these.
Now I think I just screw it. I will just send Sacred Flame on one just below me.
Okay.
It's deck save 16.
Dex 16.
Oh, he managed no damage.
Okay.
And then I will cast Magic Weapon and put it above Valor's.
Spiritual, right?
Spiritual, yeah, sorry.
Alright.
And attack the creature. I'm putting it in the corner there.
Okay. Which creature?
And
The
I'm attacking
yeah.
this one.
Alright. Do it.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Alright.
Wow.
Nice start.
Good
Nice.
opening.
Ooh.
So that's 1d8 plus 13.
8. Yeah. You roll it.
And you rolled is the D8. Whoa.
14.
Unlucky.
Well,
Yeah. It happens, but it's still good
Yeah.
damage.
yes.
Okay. Anything else?
That's true.
No, that's all I can do.
Okay, then that
Or
brings
all I
us.
want
That brings us.
DM, before my turn, Yarlena held her
Oh,
action.
my bad. Correct.
Yeah,
you
I was
did.
gonna wait until Luna to finish his
Correct.
turn.
Yelena, my bad.
It's alright. She'll just hit whichever one came in first. I'm not sure which one that was.
The one in front of Dustin came in first.
Yeah, so she'll hit that one. I'm not entirely sure if I get my extra attack with a prepared action because I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm
you
afraid
did.
not.
No. Oh well.
If you have Warcaster, you can do a cantrip. The blade ones.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah, she'll just hit it once, or I'll try to as it comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
There you go.
I mean, Jelena doesn't have to try; she just does.
There we go.
10 points. Solid. Okay. As you strike the beast in front, little bits of clay chip off and they hit the ground, and you notice the floor of the pit is also covered in clay. And the little pieces just seem to melt and disappear into the ground. Which brings us to the top of the next round, and that's Vargo.
It would be so fun to web the entire thing, but I'm not going to do that.
Fireball.
Question. Am I considered at melee range with the one below me? I don't know how tall it is.
You're 20 foot above.
Oh
That's
yeah,
6 foot
then
tall
no
with
problem.
5 foot reach. No problem.
Alright. Then I will try to cast a firebolt to the one below me.
Uh-huh.
I will try to hit. I don't believe that hits. 13.
That does not hit, no.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Which brings us to Yelena.
She'll hit the one in front of. She'll use the green flame blade to hit and try and hit the one in front of her,
Okay.
and then
bounce
bounce it
onto
too. Yeah,
Dusted's.
yeah.
Okay.
Taking a while today.
18, definitely, that hits.
Okay, so I think it's. I can't remember.
This will be a
I
D8 of fire
yeah,
damage.
I do an extra D8.
Plus
Plus
charisma, yeah.
charisma?
Yeah, this extra D8 is for the one that I.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
The one
that's
that
not
I hit.
plus charisma
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's
The
just
next
that.
one is.
Yeah, the next one is D8 plus my charisma? Yes. So, that's 1D. Oops, I put D18. Oops.
Ooh, it might come your aura.
What aura do I have?
The protection one for saving throws?
Yes.
Yeah.
10 feet.
So the one in front of you takes 16, and the one next to me takes how much?
2.
Oh, it should have been. I put D8 plus 4.
So 4.
Oh, plus 4, so it's 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even better. Alright. Anything else?
No, that will be it from her.
Okay, which brings us to Valrys.
These creatures looking quite happy at the moment. Still.
Yeah, they're looking pretty comfortable at the minute.
Okay. He is kind of spooked about seeing them just march in. He thought there was only 2, but then they duplicated, so he's gonna go ahead and cast slow.
Oh.
Good one.
Yep. Go, and that is a wisdom save. I will pop it in.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
So are you slowing all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
You can be a dick and slow me too.
I feel like I'd be playing against myself only if I did that, you know? You're not in the cage.
Does it without reactions, it's painful, so just saying.
Alright.
Yeah.
Start. Wisdom save. I'm gonna start with the one in front of Yarlena.
DC 16, alright.
So, the first one fails. Is there a slowed?
No, not specifically. There's a hasted one, but not a slow.
I'll do red, and I've written slowed. The second one in front of Dusted. Ooh. slowed as well. The third one, below Lunan. Oh,
Keep rolling, keep rolling.
From 3 attacks to 1, I'm actually pretty satisfied with this.
yeah.
Yep.
That's disappointing, isn't it? Oh,
Disappointed.
but the last one.
Disappointed.
The last one gets a 17 though.
Well,
I
that's
was
the main
so
target
hoping.
Okay.
I really wanted him to fail.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. No. That's all.
All right. Which brings us then Dusted.
Bastard's gonna take 2 swings at the one to the north of him
Okay.
with his rapier.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 24
Okay. 24 hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay.
And we have 18.
An 18. As you swing and you're about to connect, he uses his reaction to parry.
You're blessed.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're gonna need to get a 3. No, a 2 will.
Oh, 4 will do
20.
then.
Did you roll a 4?
Yeah.
Ah, that hits.
So he takes 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. All right. Good job.
Hmm.
This buffing and debuffing enemies is actually pretty handy. Thank you.
Anything else?
You're welcome.
No, that's my turn, so I can just click end turn.
Thank you. Right. We're going to start with the one in front of Yelena. He gets 1 attack now because he is slowed and nothing else. So he gets a 15.
A 15 misses.
All right. The one in front of Dusted. He gets 1 attack because he's slowed Dusted. He's going for you. Oh. He gets a 26.
I mean,
That hits.
Okay. That's 11 points of damage.
not bad.
Then the one in the
What is it, Vago? Sorry?
Not bad. That slow is paying dividends. Oof.
I mean, that's average damage for them, so that's fair. Yeah, I'll take that hit as well.
Okay. That's another 11 points.
Taking all that average damage here.
And then the one at the top is going to go for you as well, Dusted.
Well, obviously. Don't mind me if I take a dodge action for the rest of this. Yeah, I'll take that one too.
Okay. 7 points. He's not slowed, so he gets another 2 attacks, by the way.
Oh wait, you have attack 1. You've attacked 3 times.
No,
So
yeah.
that's the slow guys. Now you can attack with the monster guy.
I'm doing this now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
but you said you only had 2 attacks more. You have 3 attacks left. You've attacked 3 times out of 6.
Yeah, but one was to Yarlena,
Yeah.
2 to you, and now is the third guy.
Oh right, that's right. Never mind. Yeah.
So attack number 2, he gets a 21 again.
Okay, this is bleeding a little too quickly. I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I only need a 1, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, 4 more AC. That's enough to block that.
All right, and then his final attack.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You can stop rolling well now. Thank you.
He gets a 14, which brings us to Lunan.
DM, they have to roll for saving the.
Oh, yeah, they
for
get to do
the
that.
slow, yeah, that's right.
Does
I
the
mean, you don't have to.
No, they
oh,
have.
you mean they're slow saving throws every turn?
Yeah.
At the end of their turn.
That is the end of their turn. Okay, so that was wisdom, yes?
Correct.
The one in front of Yarlena gets a 7. The one to the right of Dusted fails with a 13. And the other one fails with a 14.
Right here.
Yeah, so they were all still slowed. Well, the 3 of them.
Very good.
Which brings us to Lunan.
So Lunan will take a hand of sand and throw it in the eyes of the one that's not slowed
Mm-hmm.
and try to blind him. I cast blindness on him. It's a con
Pocket sand.
16 save.
Oh, okay.
Is the material component actually sand?
No,
I think so. Oh, well,
it doesn't have any. It's just vocal.
Oh, right, all right, all right. It will be cool.
You say pocket sand and then it flies out.
Unfortunately, he does manage to save.
Ah, unfortunate.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Okay. Right. I think we will call it a night here and leave us all on the edge of our seats for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Barris is gonna save the night with that.
I was so
Well done.
happy, and then they just started hitting anyway.
Yeah.
So
But I
just
guess we could cast web down there, and Dusted would still have his freedom of movement.
Oh yeah, for the first time. For the first time, you can cast web without me being fucking gone.
before we all finish up, I just wanted to double check. So the 3rd of May we are out. We've got Ray, you can't make it, and neither can
What? Sorry, 3rd of May. Where is that?
I'm looking in the gaming schedule.
Two people have said maybe.
Yeah, we've got 2 maybes.
Oh my god. I hate not having my things around. I don't remember if I have something that day specifically. I will check when I get home next week and
Okay.
update that.
All right, and then of course, does that include Rachel?
I can't remember why I said maybe. Oh, is it? I think was it because I wasn't sure if you would have finished uni.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
Yes, that
Why
should
have
be fine.
you finished uni already?
He's
Yeah.
already finished.
Oh wow!
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
So,
Thank
what you
you.
finished completely? You're gonna graduate.
Yes, assuming everything goes well.
Well
Nice.
played.
So young.
Nice.
And what degree will you come out with?
Computer science to be replaced by AI.
But it's the opposite. You're gonna have a lot of job.
That was some really hefty ass like cynicism coming there. Jesus.
Yeah, I had ChatGPT write me some code today, this week.
One of my
Yeah.
friends is using ChatGPT to helping her translate her doctorate. I believe it's the
Doctoral
Oh.
thesis.
yeah
Mhm.
exactly.
My sister
Which
used it to write her cover letters for her applications for jobs.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've thought about that as well because I've heard many people say that they've gotten a lot of job offers thanks to that.
It's crazy. But in all seriousness, with computer science, you've done C++, yeah?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Do you want to go into games?
Yes.
We've got
Are you
Yeah,
are you hiring already?
we've been trying to look.
well, we have at my company we've got internships for Unreal Engine 5 C++ guys.
Stefan, are you in need of geologist?
Nice.
Geologist for computer science. Yeah.
Oh well.
I've got some sedimentary rocks in my brain I need sorting out.
Yeah, we all have been there. Oh boy.
But no, seriously, ping me a direct message, or I'll just ping you and tell you to look at our website.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Where's Yanis? We are.
DM boss.
You.
Boss DM, just like Boss Baby, but more awesome.
And Yanis, the best thing is we are fully remote, by the way.
Oh wow, okay.
So you can work
Interesting.
from any country in the world that isn't affiliated with Russia.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
North Korea, here we come.
What? Yeah, I was about to say, what countries are still affiliated?
Well, some of the Eastern Europe, because my company is actually Ukrainian, so.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, okay, fair.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, we're fine. Estonians hate the Russians usually.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder if we've still got. Oh, I mean, we got starting in May. I don't know if we've got all the seats filled, but let me know. We've got 2 internships on there if you're interested. I'll speak
Yeah.
to our head of engineering, and I'll
Yeah.
see, because we take we're part of a bigger company. We personally, I think, take 15 interns a year, and our company does 50. The
Oh,
parent
okay.
company altogether.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. That's my pitch. Come work
Very
for me,
good.
pitch.
I'm sold.
All right. So,
How
everyone.
many how many D&D sessions do you have per week or per month in your company?
Dude, oh no. Look, hold on. Let me just quickly, I don't want this to go out live, so I'm gonna say stop streaming to everybody. Thank you very much. We're back, baby.